Hi, and welcome to this Friday's webcast. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. I have received some emails and some requests for readings since the last couple weeks have been all about the radio show, which I'm also very excited about. But I know you guys want maybe some insight for this weekend coming up. So I don't have my angel cards with me today, and so I had to improvise. But actually, before I ended up doing mediumship and knowing that I was a medium, the way I actually learned how to read was through playing cards because they're not tarot, they're just like a focal tool. And today, even when I teach, the playing cards are probably the best and most accurate method for getting clairvoyant information. So today I'm going to choose a few regular playing cards for you. I am going to choose a few cards for today, and unlike tarot that have photos on them and meanings, these are just regular playing cards. But what's interesting about regular playing cards is that this is where the tarot, the actual tarot, derived from. So if you see the four suits, you will see the hearts is actually cups in your regular tarot. Your spades is actually swords. Your clubs is pentacles. And your diamonds is wands. So if you actually read regular tarot, the playing cards actually came from France, and the tarot were derived from those. So we're actually, that connection, if you didn't know about that, is pretty interesting. So I'm going to take 3 cards today plus a clarification card. Now when you're doing a 3-card reading, if you're doing one for yourself, I always like to pull a clarification card at the end to give kind of an overall summary for the reading. So I'm just going to shuffle and see what comes up for you. Okay, now before I start with the reading, I just want to talk about the current energies going into the new year. There is going to be a inner knowing within you that a lot of things need to change. And a lot of times change means doing a lot, being a lot, going, adding new things into your life. But from this time now until January 3rd, it's not going to be that you're going to be cutting things out of your life or adding new things. It's kind of just going to be a paring down where you realize inside that there are some things that just no longer serve you. And it doesn't have to be things. It could be people. It could be relationships. It could be a diet, anything, any way of living that I think at this point in time you're realizing deep down at the core that these things, not just a knowing, not just a knowledge that these things don't serve you. So it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to feel it on a deep level and know that it doesn't take a loud bang or tornado to change something in your life. Sometimes it could be just a quiet reflection and a decision which actually shifts everything. But at this time, it's a very quiet interchange where it's not like you're going to have to announce to the world, hey, I'm making these big changes, these resolutions for the new year. It's just you're realizing after the last 3 years have been very tough and big tests for a lot of you. So there's been a lot of loud changes, a lot of things going out of your life with big bangs. And now it's not that. It's just an inner shift and you're focusing on you. And I believe your circle and the people around you, your job, you're going to live a little bit more quietly, or the choice to live a little bit more quietly. And I don't mean like not loud, I just mean within yourself, is going to provide a shift for you where it's going to provide a lot of self-reflection and a lot of change within. And once that change happens within, you're going to see the change actually manifest almost immediately without. So I've known that, a lot of you have struggled in the past, maybe 2 years were the most of your struggles, but this year there's not going to be as much chaos, as much drama in your life. It's going to be a little more quiet. So if you're not used to the quiet and if you're uncomfortable with slowing down, it's going to be a little tough for you. If you can embrace it and accept it and go within, you're going to have a great year as far as a year of peace and serenity. If you try to make it a loud year and try to make a lot of things happen, it may go against you. So I just wanted to let you know that that's what I'm kind of feeling for the next week and where you guys are at. So if this is kind of what you've been feeling and sensing, know that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple cards for you and see what comes up. Your first card is the Five of Hearts. Now, when I pick up the Five of Hearts, to me that means close friends, close family gatherings. Okay, so probably the next week, so the next 5 days, there's going to be a lot of love coming your way as far as like close friends, close family, and the people that are really meant to stick by you are going to be with you. So there's going to be a lot of good family time. Obviously, it's the holidays, but that's not really what I really mean. Sometimes family time could be a little hectic. But in the next 5 days, you're going to find a lot of meaningful connections, meaningful conversations, meaningful family time. So enjoy yourself because that's coming up. Okay, so the next card that I'm picking up is the Seven of Spades. Now, every time I pull up these cards, they don't mean the same thing every time. So I have to go with what I'm feeling and what's kind of manifesting in front of me at the time. So Seven of Spades, it's telling you to be aware of your joints, your bone health, and if you're a little bit older, you're having arthritic pain, make sure you're doing what you need to do to stabilize that. So yeah, you have to watch out for just being a little bit achy. That's coming up too, especially with your joints. Don't let yourself be too stagnant. Getting out and taking a walk, doing a little bit of exercise will keep this from moving forward where you're just achy all over and your joints are sore. Okay, so if you're feeling like you're a little bit feeling this way, take a walk, but I wouldn't suggest going to a gym. I think that's going to be not beneficial to you. Go outside and get some of the crisp, dry air and get your circulation going because I think you really need that. Okay, 10 of Clubs. For me, this is an opportunity that's going to come your way that manifested probably, or the seeds were germinated about like 10 months ago. So I would say, actually, this could have even been as far back as last October. You planted seeds last October. You thought things were going to manifest last October. So maybe if you've gotten other readings, if other things have happened in your life, you thought, oh yeah, definitely last October going into the new year, especially October, November, December of last year, there were some seeds that were planted that were supposed to bear fruit, or you thought were going to bear fruit, or you thought was going to move faster than it did. And it kind of came to a screeching halt by the second week of January of last year of 2013. You're wondering, what happened with this? You thought it was moving forward, and I believe this could have been a business or career opportunity for you, which halted in pretty much a stop. So from January to May of 2013, you were pretty much clawing at this opportunity or situation, trying to make it happen, and nothing moved. However, this October, the 10 of Clubs, there may have been some small movement which you may have not even realized was happening. And I believe by February 2nd, from now until February 2nd, you will see that last year some of the things you put into place are now like the train's moving forward. It's not moving at 100 miles an hour, but you might see that things start moving forward from last year's situation that did not move. Okay, so if it's not in business, it could, take it however it applies to you. It could be a relationship, it could be health, it could be, a creative project. But this applies if you put out the energy last October, November, December, and you were waiting for something to transpire and it didn't, and it actually just came to a halt. This is the time where it's going to be moving forward, and there is money connected to it. Okay, so if you were struggling with trying to bring something forward to fruition to make money, this is where it's at this year, okay, from now until May. But really, the pushing forward of this is January into February. Okay, so this is really important. Now, the clarification card, this is what summarizes everything. We have the Six of Diamonds. This is a great card which goes above everything that I talked about and summarizes the actual reading as a whole. Now, if I had a difficult card in the clarification area, it would tell me that, all these things are manifesting, but there's going to be a lot of struggle with it, a lot of obstacles, maybe challenges. However, the Six of Diamonds is full steam ahead. For me, it's a smooth road. Okay, so as you can see, if you kind of look at what I'm seeing, see the two lines, it's kind of like the highway going, in a straight line. It means there's really no obstacles that are going to be put in your way with this situation. So if it was a bumpy road last year, smooth sailing ahead. Now it's going to take, now we have to look at the 6 here because that's showing us a time frame. So it could be 6 weeks or 6 months. I'm giving it a 6-month window. Okay, so I know you guys haven't seen these playing cards yet, but I actually love doing readings with them. It shows a lot of clarity and a lot of detail with clairvoyant messages. So now nothing's ever set in stone. So I want to tell you that these are just guideposts for you. And we can read bath bubbles. It doesn't matter what the medium is or what that tool is for gaining any sort of visual, auditory, sensory information, and to tap into that. It really doesn't matter. So it's not like these cards are telling me anything. It's just energetically I'm kind of sensing what's coming through from what I chose. And I believe that this is going to be very accurate for you. So I'm very, very excited. But just remember, get moving, okay? I don't want you to get stiffened up and get kind of lethargic over the next couple weeks to a couple months, because you're going to need your energy to not only feel better, but also to project your energy in a magnetic way to seize the opportunities that are coming your way. So I have my flannel on, and it was snowing yesterday outside, and I'm in the mountains, and I'm very, very, very happy because I'm a mountain girl. So I will leave you with that, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your holiday week, and I hope you enjoyed the cards today, and I will see you next Friday. Have a great day, and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.